Sup, Vish here. Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be telling you now I speak to myself, if none of these lying signs show up that when you're talking to someone and you still want to know if they're telling the truth or not, look for these ones. The story is longer and detailed. If someone's suspecting someone's lying, yet they're telling a story that is lengthy, complete, and full detailed, it's most likely that they're actually telling the truth, according to Psychology Today. The outlet of the short story, or one that seems to be strung together and incomplete, might tend that someone is lying. Number 2, they're holding the right amount of eye contact. Eyes have the power to be extremely telling at times, particularly when it comes to whether people are telling the truth or not. When I think about it, I assume liars would have a difficult time holding eye contact, but it turns out the opposite is true. According to the research reported on Physiologically Today, liars maintain a more deliberate eye contact than truthful people. With that in mind, pay attention to the eye contact that the person in question is maintaining with you. If it doesn't feel like a complete stare down, and rather moments of the eye followed by glances away, it could be a sign that they're being genuine. Their breathing is steady. Business Insiders spoke to Dr. Lillian, I guess, class of behavioral and the body language experts, the author of The Body Language of Liars, who said someone is lying and may begin to breathe heavily if they're speaking. In essence, they are out of breath because their heart rate is and their blood flow changes. Classic of liars, your body experiences these types of changes when you're nervous and feeling tense when you lie. It's a person that's speaking with maintaining steady breathing. The words they're speaking could most likely be the truth. Number 4, their voice is steady too. In addition to steady breathing, those who are telling the truth can also tend to have a steady speaking voice. Real Simple spoke to a retired FBI criminal profiler and the crime analysis in VA. I don't know where that is. Who is? It's important to first pick up on how a person usually speaks, and then take note of their voice is changing. As I tell you certain parts of a story. If their voice is steady, it's good. Indication that the person is telling the truth. Number 5, they neglect to blame negative outside forces. Okay? When liars tend to use negative outside forces as excuses, for example, I'm late again because there is too much traffic, truth tellers are less likely to do so. Now, communicators who said liars will tend to blame the outside forces because deep down, on some level, they might actually feel guilty about the fact that what they're saying isn't true. Listen closely to the person speaking with. Are they constantly blaming in this way? If not, they might be clear, which means they might be telling the truth. Number 6, you haven't noticed them touching their nose. Watch the person's hands. If they're reaching out to touch their nose or they're speaking, nose touching is a sign of fibbing, which is another word for lying, for those of you who didn't know. This is because of certain allergies the nose usually engorge on when a person is telling a lie, releasing and making the nose itch. If the person hasn't been touching their nose at all, take this as a good sign that they're telling the truth. Number 7. They're not covering their throat. So if they're going like this while they're talking, you know that they're lying. But if they're saying something to you like this, and then they're just not moving their arms at all, or like their hands, if they're going like this, and if they're trying to use hand motions, you know that they're telling the truth. Likewise, hands can cover certain vulnerable parts of someone who's telling a lie. Glass told Business Insiders that the areas lies tend to cover include their throat, hand, abdomen, and chest. On the flip side, really? Truth tellers won't have the urge to do so. Watch their body movements and take note how they're moving and what they're covering. So if they're covering their throat, chest, or anything like that, you know they're lying. The rate of blinking doesn't change. So they're just blinking normally, like this. You know they're telling the truth, but if they're blinking like this, and like this, you know they're lying. Back to the eyes for a moment. Blinking is a very easy way to detect if someone is telling the truth. Those who are being honest and will maintain a constant rhythm of blinking, as if they're speaking to you. Obviously, according to discussed by Daily Mail, a liar will blink more slowly when they're telling a lie. And when the blinking speed will increase up to 8 times faster than normal, another lie has been told. Number 9. They're speaking in complete sentences. According to the research out of UCLA, I don't know what that is, on the topic of lying, liars tend to use sentences fragments more often while speaking, while truth tellers tend to speak in complete sentences. This is how you know that they're telling the truth if they're speaking in complete sentences. You know they're telling the truth. So in addition to picking up on non-verbal cues we discussed already in detail, be sure to pay attention to how the person is forming the sentences. Number 10. There's no fake smile in sight. A genuine smile which engages the eye muscles is good. A fake smile can mean something is up. The Telegraph report on the study was shown the one body movements associated with lie is a fake smile. Why? According to the study, liars have an increased activity of the major muscles located at the mouth that can force out the face into a fake smile. I guess that wraps up for another video. Leave a comment below if you have any that I missed. Click subscribe. It's somewhere around me, wherever it is. Just leave a thumbs up. I love you all so much. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Until then, peace.